as well as Rumble. Oh,
Goody goody.
welcome to Fido Live number 117.
Oh, wow.
Well, let's start as we usually do with what the chief colorist hath wrought. You guys might. Whoops. Let me put that on mute. We have the big TV on the right playing this so the chief colorist can see what's going on, but of course there's a delay. So I got to put it on mute. All right. This is the. Geez, I've got to stop saying all right. This is the Monday, the 21st of October. Cat owners have higher rates of depression and anxiety than dog owners or people without pets. This is actually a survey from YouGov. You can look it up. Fido is at his stand. You might notice free cat with every purchase. You look like a happy guy. I sure am. You need a cat. He brings in Closet Cat. Oh, wow, this is my lucky day. I guess you can just call me Mr. Lucky. And 2 days later, Closet Cat has returned. What are you doing here? Mr. Lucky killed himself. Well, put that aside. Here is Tuesday. They're playing chess. Bo and Dino are playing chess, and Fido is coaching. Take out his queen. How am I supposed to do that? Well, she's a lonely lady. Buy her a drink. Make her laugh. Maybe she'll say yes to you. That doesn't work for me in the real world. Okay, and here in the chess position, let's see. We've got Dino's black and Bo is playing white. There's Dino's queen. There's a bishop. There's a pawn. Let's see. Where is... here's Bo's queen. Okay. Well, you guys have to look closely to try to figure out the chess position here. It's an actual game. The wife and I have been playing, the chief colorist and I have been playing chess since we met.
That's right. You taught me.
Yes, and she's getting good.
I'm trying. It's only been the X amount of years.
Here is Wednesday. We have Bo and Fido. I completely accept the blame and I'm sorry. What'd you do? Why dwell in the past? What's important here is that I know what I did wrong, and my past actions fill me with shame and remorse, and I'm resolved to be a better dog and not do it again. Good dog? Thanks. Now, get rid of the police.
Oh, the police.
He's hiding behind the couch. Okay, here is Thursday. We have just about the entire cast. They've gotten hamburgers. They're eating on the couch. And it looks like the chief colorist has forgotten to color in Dino's hamburger. Oh, well.
Did I color in any of the hamburgers?
Well, yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah, you colored in every one of the hamburgers. Yeah.
All right. I forgot Dino's. Oh, well.
What is this couch made of? Leather. It smells funny. Well, leather is cow skin. Really? How do they get the cow to give you their skin? Shut up and eat your hamburger.
You know why? I think I thought it was still wrapped. Is it the first panel?
Yeah, but the wrappers are colored.
I know.
Yes, it is the first panel.
Okay, I didn't color the wrapper. If I did, I colored it very lightly.
No, you colored the wrappers pretty heavily. Right there. Look, everyone.
Oh, yeah, because I must have thought whatever.
It's already been recorded.
I know.
Too late. Yeah, you can look on the... Here is the Friday. Look, I've created my own superhero character. Hero. If this wasn't tilted and that bigger and smaller, the red spots would be right where his breasts are. So it would be a real... It's almost here, you can see again. But he does look a bit like the Wayne the Rock Johnson, doesn't he? Cat Boss says, "What's with the costume, pal?" "I'm looking for some supervillain called the Cat Boss." And the Cat Boss says, "I suppose you're going to bring him to justice?" "No, I'm just going to pound the stuffing out of him. Where is he?" "At the end of the bar, thin, balding guy with a funny mustache."
No, don't beat up Dino.
He points him to Dino.
Don't beat up Dino.
All right, that week is done. And I said, all right again. What's next on our agenda? We are looking at, this is Saturday the 19th. What did I just do?
You did Friday the 18th. You've been a little slow.
No, actually, this is Friday the 25th. So this is 1 week back.
Yeah, so this 19th one is a little late.
Yeah, it's a little late. Chief Colorist has just started working on it.
Just got it.
Yeah, we have Dino and there's Felicia. Yeah, it goes into the kitchen. I forgot what I came in here for. You must have come in here to stroke my fur. No, I think I came in for a beer. That's very unfortunate. Maybe he came in here to feed the dog. And last panel, Dino is stroking her fur and feeding Fido yummy cakes. You would think he would have remembered to do this.
You would think.
I think what's really creepy is just the look on their faces. It's like, you're trapped in here. Get them surrounded. All right, this goes to the chief colorist to finish. Here is an undated one. In fact, I don't think any of these have dates, and I'm going to have to pull up the calendar way up here to go over where these things are going in the future. All right, we have Cuddles, also known as the Cat Boss, who unmasks for the second or third time in this comic strip. It's a common misconception that orange tabby cats are friendly, affectionate, and gregarious. Many of us are quite evil. Really? Yes. Who would have known? That's the dad boss, Bo's father.
Who is chained
Who's
up
been chained to the urinal for about a year now, isn't it?
Probably, yeah.
In a pile of his own filth. Beard,
Yeah.
ratty beard growing. I should. I'm going to hold on to these, so we're going to go back and date them. But let's just go get through the reading list first.
Okay, so wait, are they coming to me or not?
They're eventually coming to you, but
during this broadcast?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, because I'll start coloring this if this is going to stay.
Okay, we have Felicia, Fido, and Bo, and you get to see how she does Felicia. It looks like she does the blue around the ears and edges first, and then hits it with purple. Good dog. How come nobody ever says good cat? What is this, a trick question? You think you can teach me to be a good pet? No. A man's best friend. I can't do that to them.
Oh.
Fido is helping me to be a better pet. Someday a cat will be considered man's best friend. Does that mean you'll stop trying to eat us? You won't fit in the oven. And Fido whispers in her ear. I mean, don't be silly. I'd never eat you. Kind of like how Fido's looking off as if, that went well. The welcome home greeting is important. Act like you're happy to see them. How do I do that? Wag your tail. That doesn't mean the same thing to a cat. We wag our tails when we're angry. Oh, what do cats do when they're happy? We've never had that problem before.
Oh.
And here's an actual welcome home. We're gonna do the penciling on this one today, so you really can't see it, but you'll see it when we do the penciling. We have Dino and Bo just coming home from work, and Felicia's welcome home. They scatter out. They run out the door in complete fear. I'm just being friendly. It's the fangs, right? Try not smiling. And the other one we'll be doing today is this one. Why do we even want to be a good pet? I got it good here. It's out of the rain, and I get fed daily. If these humans ever smarten up, they'll kick me out to the street, or worse. Worse? Downstairs. Look at all the cats from downstairs. When we do the penciling today, you'll see that a little bit better. It's kind of cute how the cats are all just running amok down here. So we probably should figure out the dating of these things. And since this is almost storyline, let's put them together in the order of storyline. So it starts with the good dog, and the welcome home should be together. And here's the welcome home. And this one could go either before or after here. And since she's already started coloring this, let's put it after. Okay, all right. So that's the order we'll put it in. And we have to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But then the welcome home comes on Friday. That kind of kills our whole thing because Friday they got to be in the bar. I got to finish this storyline up by Thursday. So either I get rid of one of these, throw away the one that's not funny, or do the lazy thing and make it start Saturday. So this could start Saturday. I guess that's what we're doing. Let's we need a 10, 28, 24. I think this is the first time we've ever done the actual bookkeeping here. That's a Saturday. 26. My pencil doesn't have an eraser. Then 26. So this would be the Saturday. Cross that out. Now I need 10/28 Monday. And a 10/29 Tuesday. What's that? A 10. Oh, wait a minute. Halloween. Oh, damn it. I can't do it that way because I've got to do a Halloween joke. Oof. Yeah, this is all messed up. Let's get back in here and erase these so we know we still have to assign these days, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Wow. Yeah, this is an accounting mess, and I still have to figure out what to do with that one. Yeah. I've got to write a whole week of Halloween jokes, I think. So this one will probably work fine for 10/26. I will keep 10/26 crossed out. Saturday. And give this right over to Chief Colorist. This is probably the one you should work on next. Chief Colorist?
Mm-hmm.
Would you wake up?
I'm awake. I'm just thinking.
Oh, what?
About coloring. What things to color.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, let's take these two that still need to be worked on. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with this entire storyline. I'm probably going to have to hold it up till November. Unless I go back and reshuffle some of the older stuff. I don't know. Okay.
It's your head,
Let's,
so you don't have to do a Halloween if you don't.
Oh, we do a Halloween every year. Hey, Chief Colors.
Yes.
Would you wake the up? There you go. Jeez. Every time I go to pass something to her, she's got her eyes closed. Nothing.
I'm tired, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
I didn't think I was, but I am.
Well, let's get to work here. Irving on camera 1, would you zoom in here a little bit closer so that we can see what we're doing here? And that's great work, Irving. Yeah. You ever see someone who could move a camera that quickly and accurately? Let's go up a little higher, Irving.
I think he deserves a raise.
No, Irving is overpaid as it is.
Oh, he is?
Yes. He's making more than the Chief Colorist.
Hey! Well, that's not right.
We have, courtesy of our good friends at Patreon, a new box of Blackwing pencils.
We were so excited to get this, everybody. Thank you.
Look at that beautiful, beautiful pencil. Japan's finest. I read this every time, but what the heck, let's read it again. Blackwing pencils were used by award-winning creators throughout the 20th century. Despite a cult following, they fell victim to cost-cutting measures in the 1990s.
Oh, no.
The machine that actually makes that knarl broke, and it wasn't worth fixing it. And were discontinued, but not forgotten. Analog-minded devotees began paying as much as $40 for a single pencil. Quincy Jones most popularly only uses these pencils. We acquired the brand in 2010 and brought Blackwing back for a growing culture of artists, musicians, and everyday people looking to unplug and live mindfully. What the do they mean by live mindfully? What
They
live mindfully? Yeah, I live in my mind too. Sales benefit music, arts, and programs in school. An iconic design with a replaceable eraser. You know, not only have I never replaced this eraser, but it's really not even that good an eraser. And what do they sell eraser
They
replacements?
do.
Because
Actually, I saw that on.
they do?
On what? Yep.
oh, I've never seen the eraser. This pencil never lasts long enough to wear out the eraser.
We're out there racing, yeah.
Let's put a point on that. Otherwise, if we don't sharpen this, it'll be pointless.
When I was placing the order for you, I meant to ask you if you wanted them. But then I remembered that you didn't particularly care for those
The erasers suck.
racing.
But I've never had a pencil survive long enough to wear out the eraser. I mean, this eraser is still full size, hardly used.
That's because you don't make a lot of mistakes, or because you simply write a lot more than.
No, I'll tell you what the problem is. The eraser doesn't work. If I have to erase something, I'll pull in something that works. This sort of
Okay.
piece of art gum. Well, let's put that back. You can go back into your pile. And we have to, oh, yes, cartoonists are the dirtiest, filthiest creatures on the face of the planet, so I have to wear this, a glove, so that I do not transfer my pipe ash or other tobacco products to the page. Remember, kids, if you want to be as cool as a cartoonist, well, you can't because, well, it's illegal for kids to smoke. Guess we'll just have to wait till you're an adult. And
Do not listen to anything the cartoonist says.
and I should put down a piece of paper here to keep me from smudging the page, as I demonstrate a lot of times. While this is a great pencil, if you rub against it, you tend to smudge, smear, and make messes. And we don't want to make any smudges. So, what do we got for a piece of paper today? Well, this morning on his show, as from Heels versus Babyface said, the Starfield expansion Shattered Space is out, and nobody gives a shit. Quote, nobody gives a shit. No, as Ubisoft would be happy if nobody gave a shit. Instead, the internet is lined up to give them shit. I have not played this game. I will not play this game. I do not play games because I draw a comic strip. I don't have time to play video games. However, I do leave the TV on all day long, and I've seen 18 hours of Starfield being played by various people, including Az, who famously, this is Az down here, who famously gave us the Starfield rant about pronouns. I highly recommend it. It's very funny. So, apparently, this is an expansion. You got to pay $30 for it.
Of course you do.
And it's mostly, by rumor, stuff that they just didn't include in the original game. It's still as buggy as hell.
You can't go in there and get rid of all of those. Yeah. Everybody, I guess.
The game developers seem to think that they can release unfinished games. Yeah. So Ubisoft is in a little bit of trouble. They have divided their company into employee research groups. Now there's Ubi Proud, which is the LGBTQ people. Mm-hmm. Salam, which is the Middle Eastern and Northern Africa. Northern is important. We'll get back to that later. The Neurodiversity Group, the Black or BEAU, B-E-A-U group. I don't know what BEAU stands for, but I assume it's Black Europeans, Aryan Unity. I don't know. The
like that.
Gente group. I know it's G-E-N-T, but I know my Espanol, so it's Gente, meaning gentlemen, people, Gente. That's for the Latinx. Now, I can already tell this group is not doing their job because the Spanish people hate that word Latinx. So this group needs to do more research on its own name.
Are you just simply going by what Fluffy says? Is Fluffy your
my own? Well, yeah, he's the only Hispanic person. No, for Christ's sakes.
I'm only kidding.
I know more Spanish people than I know any other race.
I'm joking.
And then the Women in Non-Binary Research Group. Now, why are these two together? Because as far as I know, the non-binary people have been giving the women the most trouble, especially in sports. So I have no idea what's going on with this group. And just as an afterthought, the Asian and Pacific Islanders, and I can only assume they're researching how to try to get some work done.
Oh.
But the employees get to dedicate 10% of their working time to these groups. So they're paid. Let's say if they're doing 40-hour a week, they're doing 4 hours a week in these research groups. And the best I can figure out is like these groups are working against each other because obviously the Islam Middle Eastern Muslim group is not going to try to push anything that the Ubi Proud group is going to do, and they actually had to
You'd
put
be surprised.
and they actually had to put the crazy people, the neurodiversity, in between them and the black people because the Muslims certainly don't like the black people, and they don't like the gay people, and they don't care about the hentai group. The women in non-binary group, they only kind of deal with half of that group. They put them in burqas, and the other half they tend to well unalive in their own country. And the Asian Pacific Islanders, the Muslims ignore. So Ubisoft has broken their company up into little racist groups, and hopefully there's like one group up there that doesn't. Well, hopefully there are people who don't belong to any of these groups who are actually trying to get work done. But best case scenario, no, but they're spending 4 hours a week. Video game companies are famous for having their people work like 80-hour weeks during crunch time. During the 80-hour weeks, do they get 8 hours to devote to this?
Yes.
So as pointed out this morning, Ubisoft has got a video game in early access now. That means it's not finished, called Skull and Bones, which they've spent $800 million on. It's not finished and has no sign of being finished. They want you to pay $70 just to play the broken, unfinished game. Yeah, I think Ubisoft is in trouble. 18,000 employees, and the company's worth $2.4 billion. Now let's look at their competition. Nintendo, 7,000 employees. Their net worth is $61 billion. So $61 billion to $2 billion. 6 years ago, Ubisoft the stock was worth about €100. It's worth about 10 today and dropping. So we're done with Ubisoft. I don't think that would be a good thing to.
No, I think we should leave that alone.
Yeah.
Not
Still need a piece of paper. Well, hey, what's P. Diddy up to these days?
Oh no.
Well, humorously enough, Sam Jackson has been going off on Diddy. Sam is very good friends with Bernie Mac, the late Bernie Mac, one of the original kings of comedy. Sort of on a separate note here. I went to see that film, the original Kings of Comedy. They had Cedric Entertainer, Bernie Mac, Steve Harvey, which we'll talk about later, and a few other ones. And I was in that theater alone. I brought in beer and I was smoking a cigar. I stood there and did not laugh, more or less because I couldn't understand what they were saying, especially Bernie Mac. And then Bernie Mac has this friggin' TV show, and I suddenly learned he's putting on a fake fucking accent, that phony fuck, Bernie. So anyway, Sam Jackson's good friends with Bernie, the late Bernie Mac. He stayed at his place or something when he needed help. And Sam has been saying that our good friend, Pimp Daddy Steve Harvey here, pimped off his daughter to Diddy. Here we have a photo of there's
the pimping process.
Yeah. There is Mr. Harvey's daughter. What's her name? Lori Harvey. Let's put a name here. Lori, I think. As Lori Harvey. There's Steve himself, the man. And there is Diddy. And presumably that would be Steve's wife, this one here. A lot of great stories about Steve's wife. Steve Harvey is her third husband. The other two husbands are in jail for drug dealing. So she has a type, I guess.
Yeah,
So what the hell? Let's look up. Let's check out the talent. Here's Lori Harvey in her wet bikini. Uh, Lori Harvey is currently a model. She's working for L.A. Models right now, which I guess Diddy helped her career. Now, I tend to know what fashion models look like, and they generally don't have curves like this, and they're generally a lot taller, say like 6 feet. So, um, with all these things going against Lori Harvey's career, I wish her well. That's all about. Hey, let's keep Lori Harvey on the page because that's something I can draw to. How you doing, Lori? We apparently Steve Harvey's wife has filed for divorce. Oops, I think I should sharpen that point again. Uh, Probably just to preserve some of his money because we're guessing that there are some Steve Harvey Diddy stories. But you see, you see Steve here pimping his hat. He's Bernie Mac hated him because Steve was pushing this Family Values Act, and Bernie knew he was a complete phony. And so did Sam Jackson. Both Bernie and Sam are actual, real family men, as opposed to what Steve played on TV. Lori, it's nice to have you with us. I'm going to let you continue with your shower later on. Oh, Lori is currently dating Chief Colorist. Hello. She's asleep. Hi, Chief Colorist.
hello, how are you?
Lori Harvey is currently dating who?
Mel Gibson.
Close.
Oh.
Michael B. Jordan, the actor.
Oh, I'm gonna call that an upgrade.
Over Diddy? Yes, Michael B. Jordan is an upgrade.
Huh.
Unfortunately, Joker has not done that well. As they say here, I think this is Variety. Did you like Joker? In Foi de Dieu? The joke's on you. Hey, that's a rhyme.
It is.
Yeah. 5 years after the premiere of Todd Phillips' Joker, a bleak reimagining of Batman's most enduring enemy, the Venice Film Festival has once again welcomed the Clown Prince crime to its shores. Arrives the sequel, Joker Foi de Dieu, a fantasy musical laden with expectation. The first Joker won top prizes here at Venice. So anyway, the budget for the first one was $60 million. And Warner's didn't get all that money. They didn't think it would be successful, so they gave it back to the film company, and it pulled in close to $1 billion from $60 million budget. So Warner invested $200 million to make this thing, because any money they did get from that film, well, they gave it away. And I'm guessing Joaquin and the filmmaker Todd Phillips really did not want to make the film so much that they had to pay them a lot. Joaquin made $20 million. Lady Gaga made $12 million. Oh well.
I want to get their contract.
Are we already up to this? Wow.
Up to what now?
Oh, I got the story behind Captain America: New World Order.
Oh, you did.
I did.
Lay it on us, I guess.
Well, all right. I guess we gotta lay this out so I can pull the characters as we need them, because no one knows who these characters are. So here, let me put this up here. According to Reddit, here is a review of Captain America: Brave New Order. This movie was shown recently, unfinished VFX for test audience. Here's a plot breakdown review of the movie. The movie opens with Sam on a mission. Let's see, where's Sam? Right there. Movie opens with Sam on a mission going after the Serpent Society, where they supposed to lead Sam and Joaquin to a fire. Joaquin is right here. He's the Danny Ramirez plays Joaquin Torres, the Falcon. So no longer Not only is Sam no longer the Falcon, there's a new Falcon, but now he's Captain America. But is he even really Captain America? So we have a super soldier and a super soldier. Okay. Sam fights a Serpent Society dude with golden fang knives. The guy has super soldier strength, but Sam beats him.
Of course he does.
Before more super soldiers arrive.
Of course they do.
We're going to see a pattern here. Gus from Breaking Bad, he plays Sidewinder. He's the he's the unused villain, and Sidewinder gets away here. Presumably, he goes off to do a Netflix special. We'll find out what happens, what they end up doing with Gus from Breaking Bad. Sam takes Joaquin to be trained by Isaiah Bradley. Do I have him? No, I don't. Okay. We'll have to remember that name here. What can we use to represent Isaiah Bradley? Geez, I wish I could reach the chess set and pull a pawn off the board. Never mind. Sam takes Joaquin to be trained by Isaiah Bradley, followed by a training montage. Everything has a montage. With them throwing around punching bags. I think they're going to steal that joke from Captain America, from the Avengers, where Cap is destroying punching bags. Sam is invited to the White House and decides to bring Isaiah and Joaquin around up to the party with him. Yes, you bring your trainer to the White House when you get a presidential invitation. I can see bringing this guy, but okay. I guess if they didn't bring the trainer, they wouldn't have had a story. That's probably it. They take a picture with President Harrison Ford.
Yes.
Harrison tells Isaiah, I got to do the trick and pony show, but stick around. I want to get to know you better. Oh, yeah, you big hunkin' piece of man, you. Ross and Sam meet up, and he tells him, quote, I need you to lead. Actually, we have to do a Harrison Ford voice here. I need you to lead the Avengers. Sam goes, what if we don't see eye to eye? And Ross replies, then we'll figure that out together. Ross is almost assassinated by Isaiah Bradley. I don't have the pawn, but see, there's a reason why they brought Isaiah to the White House, as well as other mind-controlled soldiers and security guards in the room. Sam chases Isaiah out into the streets, where Isaiah comes to and doesn't know where he is, and he is arrested. Sam and Joaquin, here we go, look at the security footage inside the White House and see that Isaiah looks down at his phone and is hypnotized by flashing lights. Now, I think this is a plot from the Incredibles, isn't it? With the flashing lights from the phone, hypnotizing people. Yeah, okay. Sam and Joaquin decide to get who's behind all this and come across Tim Blake Nelson as the leader with a weird molded-on brain-shaped rubber skull cap and green skin. Yeah, I remember the leader. He's sort of he's got like, think of the Hulk's power, but just put inside the man's brain. So he's about as intelligent as the Hulk would be. Just his brain is whatever. They do a lot with intelligent people in this film, I think. Just not catered to them. The leader has been visited by Ross many times because Ross was dying and turned to the leader to help him, which turned him into, which in turn causes him to Hulk out if his blood pressure rises. So that's where we get the Red Hulk is Thunderbolt Ross. Now, in the comic book, Thunderbolt Ross, the general who turned into the Hulk, had a mustache. And when he turned into the Red Hulk, he never had a mustache. So the Venture Brothers, in their parody of the Red Hulk, included the mustache, which is very good call back from the Avengers here. So Ross has to eat lollipops as a form of medication. It just keeps his blood pressure down. I think he smoked a cigar, didn't he, instead of lollipops? Yeah, Harrison Ford probably said, I ain't doing that cigar thing. Nah, give me a lollipop. Ruth, this would be brought this character up last time. Sabra, the Israeli superhero, very pretty woman. And I guess they think that woman looks like that woman. Okay. So Ruth starts to take Isaiah Bradley into containment after another mind control attempted assassination in prison. He goes, I will not be locked in a box again. And Ruth decides to track down the breadcrumbs to Stearns, the leader, where she comes across and very briefly teams up with Sam and Joaquin. So we have the Israeli super soldier. Oh, wait a minute. How many super soldiers are we working on here now? So they go to Stark Technologies where they meet Amadeus Cho, who is the smartest engineer there. Amadeus Cho is not a super soldier, but he is get this, he's the 7th smartest man in the world. Now, Reed Richards in the Marvel Universe is supposed to be the smartest man. So I guess he must have like a Forbes top ranking for smart men in the Marvel Universe. So anyone who reads the comic book will know that Amadeus Cho becomes a Hulk-like character. But I don't think they call him the Hulk. They call him something minor. Brawn rather than the Hulk. So Amadeus Cho, the 7th smartest person. And the reviewer here says, I don't know where they found this actor who plays Amadeus Cho, but he's not good at all. Sam says something about Pepper, but we never see her. So at least Pepper Potts is still in this universe. President Ross is bunkered down away from danger and trying to get the world leaders to agree up on a peace treaty, and is having trouble with, of all countries, Japan. Getting on board after Japan thinks America robbed it of its adamantium, or something along those lines. This leaves Taurus, her, and Wilson. That'd be, I guess it's Captain America. I don't know. Meeting up with Ross as American battleships and Japanese battleships fight with each other. Yeah, that would last what, an hour? Because Japan doesn't have battleships anymore. They just have these destroyers, and they don't have aircraft carriers, but they have defensive ships that can carry airplanes. Okay, they fight each other in a big set piece near the Hand of Tumut in the Indian Ocean. So they're not even fighting in the Sea of Japan. No, they're fighting in the Indian Ocean. Big CGI action scene ends. Taurus falling out of the air into the water, but is then rescued by a medic. As Taurus is in the hospital, that would be this big handsome hunk of Joaquin. Where is he? There we go. As the handsome young man is in the hospital recovering, Bucky swings by to check on Sam to make a speech and jokes about how it was written, and then he said he has a fundraiser and nopes out of the rest of the movie. That's good. Where's Bucky? He's in here somewhere. I saved him. Bucky nopes out of this movie to appear in Thunderbolts, the next film. So I guess that was like an advertisement for the next movie. All right. So Ross finds out he's being set up by Stearns to make Japan and the other world leaders not want to work with him because of reasons. Something to do with the Serpent.
The guy can't even say it.
Something to do with the Serpent Society, vaguely portrayed it. Yeah, whatever.
No, she couldn't talk.
She's
that easy to say it that long.
Sam meets the leader, who admits to his evil plans and thinks Sam will die because he's not Steve Rogers. But Sam says, I love to prove people wrong. Sam shows up to the scene with Rulk. Are you okay? I guess that would be Amadeus Cho. Oh, I thought he was Braun. I don't know. Oh, Red Hulk. Oh, get it. Red Hulk. That would be Harrison Ford's character. Rulk. Actually, that's probably what we should call him. Sam shows up in the scene with Rulk, and the two tear up the White House, a very January 6th evoking image at times. They eventually start hashing it out, and the fight culminates with Sam stabbing one of his wings into Ross's side, which causes him to transform back to Harrison. But he's all scratched up, doesn't have the invulnerability that Hulk has. Yeah, usually you stab Hulk, you get him at Hulk angry. Yeah. So
he heals up when he drop his shorts.
The way to defeat the Red Hulk is just to hurt him. Okay. Ross is locked up in the raft. Is told by Sam, "How does it feel to be locked up?" And Ross is like, "Well, at least I'm safe." And they made a point to have Sam literally say to the president, "Thank you for taking accountability for your actions and turning yourself in voluntarily." You got to do better, Senator. Are they really doing that? People, if anyone saw the Falcon Netflix film, they know what you got to do better.
I'll bet most of your listeners have.
Where Ross is then met by his daughter, Betty, and oh boy, does Liv Tyler look Botox to high L.
Oh, that's such a shame, because she's still reasonably young.
Oh, she has the Steve Tyler genes in her.
I'm sure she does, but still.
Sam visits Taurus in the hospital, and they joke about Taurus being from Miami and visiting Wakanda to get new wings. Mid-credit scene. Sam visits the leader in the raft. Oh, by the way, the raft is a prison. Yeah, most of all the prison cells are underwater, which makes it more difficult for people to escape. Okay, and mentions some things about giving Hulk juice to Amadeus Cho. And Stern goes, "Something big and bad is coming." And Sam is like, "I'll be ready." That's it. No one else shows up. I don't know if he's referring to Doctor Doom or incursions or what. The leader is supposed to be all-knowing, but they did a weak job portraying that. There's no payoff to Isaiah's story. Let's pull out that big hunky piece of Latinx. There's no payoff to the supposed Avengers team. Let's see. We don't even know if it's going to be this Avengers, Kang Dynasty, definitely not, or it's going to be that Avengers, most likely. Okay, no payoff for the Avengers team that Sam was supposed to form. Not enough scenes between Sam and Joaquin to establish their relationship and make us feel any kind of attachment toward them. Oh, well, that's probably not bad. We can't have two guys hanging out and not be lovers. Okay. The leader's goals were vague, and his methods of doing what he was doing even vaguer. It's played across like a CW version of DC's Brainiac, only worse somehow. Actresses who plays Ruth. Where are we? You are the... there we go. Stop raining. The actress who plays Ruth didn't bring anything to that character. Felt like she was only in the movie because they needed a Black Widow type of character, but ultimately she added nothing. Mackie and Harrison Ford are good, but Harrison hulking out was unintentionally hilarious. Definitely the highlight of the entire movie. Let's get the Red Hulk out here. Best part of the entire movie, Harrison Ford.
Right. Any movie. All the time.
Sam, with only vibranium cap shield and wings, withholds multiple heavy hits from the Red Hulk that would absolutely destroy his body, considering his suit was not vibranium, and Sam still ain't got no super soldier serum. So actually, I called him a super soldier earlier, but he's the only one in the film who's not a super soldier. After the Red Hulk full force punches him multiple times and not even a cracked rib on Sam's part. Serpent Society was pretty much non-existent in this movie. Maybe a total of 5 or 7 minutes of the film was devoted to them. Them being a big, strong dude with golden fang knives and Sidewinder, and no other members shown. Sadly, Giancarlo Esposito is offered very little to do. He's had more to do in Megalopolis, which is saying something. Overall, a halfway decent movie. Not bad, not good. Entertaining for the most part, but it feels like it's just repeating plot points from both The Winter Soldier and Civil War, making the entire story feel way too safe, predictable, and by the numbers. The whole thing plays out and feels very much like it belongs on Disney Plus, with Harrison Ford being the one aspect that makes it belong in cinemas. And some of the action is pretty good.
Yeah.
Awkward pacing that could be cleaned up by the time the final version comes out, but the story feels a bit too derivative of other Cap movies. Zemo framing Bucky is like Stern's framing Isaiah. Sam and Joaquin on the run in a truck driving to an underground bunker is like Nat and Steve in the Winter Soldier. In the air battle, Tiamat is similar to the climax at the Winter Soldier. Red Hulk Cap fight was teased the entire movie and only lasted for about 5 minutes. And the only cameos were Betty, Bucky, and Amadeus Cho. Movie never really showed us why Sam is Captain America or why he should continue to lead the Avengers. So it looks like a typical Disney effort. Hey, we're gonna beat up on Disney today. I don't know. I get this page out. It's my oldest piece of paper. What's happening with the Disney dumpster fire today? The Hollywood Reporter, in an attempt to commit an act of journalism, unfortunately, they know as much as the average games journalists about the subject. Is Disney bad at Star Wars? High budgets, scrap projects, fan backlash. It's been 12 years since Disney bought Star Wars in the galaxy far, far away. Arguably has too many broken toys. I'm not going to go too far. I'm not going to read the story. I'm not going to go too far into it. But let us just say that Kathy thought she was successful with the first film because it made over $1 billion. But she could have put wallpaper on the movie screen and people would have watched it. People were so starving for Star Wars product. It was like pouring water out of a boot. It was so easy. And she, over successive horrible films, has come to what I have called the Andor effect. So when you do so much damage to your product, even doing something good can't save you. Andor supposedly was a good TV show, but nobody saw it.
That's a shame.
So I'm going on too long about all this, so I'm not going to continue with all the cancellations and all the crap and beat up on Disney anymore. I am going to, however, beat up on Disney and with this article here. We have proof now that Disney intentionally gave us Rachel Ziegler, or as I have put it to the chief colorist earlier this week, they pulled the pin out and intentionally threw this annoying little hand grenade at us.
That's right, broke that.
Now, Rachel Ziegler was one of 3 candidates for the role of Snow White. The other one being Renata Vaca, the Mexican actress, and the third being a unnamed black actress. So Disney was definitely looking for some sort of controversial new take on Snow White. And they purposely chose this little bit of work because she was particularly annoying. And I saw this when it came out because she was far too well versed in the original Snow White for this to be her own opinion. I mean, she said, well, the original movie came out in 1938, and, well, you don't need no man. And these sounded like talking points. They sent her out there to do all this. And then they were surprised when things went so bad. So now Disney.
That's what gets you when they like, why did it go so badly?
So now Disney Plus is offering themselves, pimping themselves out for $1.99 a month, and I still won't pay that much. If Disney were free, they were giving it to me for free, I wouldn't watch it because I just don't have the time to waste. The only thing I'm out of Star Wars. Rian Johnson Andored me. Don't care. And I somewhat care about Marvel, which is why I read you the Captain America film. But I'm on my way of noping out of that one. And I used to love the movie The Avengers. And I just can't watch it anymore because it's like, oh, the Tesseract is an Infinity Stone. And, well, they just got them in a desk drawer on Loki, huh? Yeah. It's like I can't enjoy. I can't enjoy the film anymore because of what's come after it, what I have to think about now. in the universe. And Disney, when you took over Star Wars, your job was to fix what George Lucas did. We wanted you to fix midichlorians. We wanted you to make sure Han shot first. And Darth Vader didn't say, no.
You sound just like him.
Hey.
What?
But instead, what do? You give us worse stuff. You give us the Amazing Wonder Ray.
Oh, yes, she makes things fly, no?
She could fly. Ray could friggin' fly. Superwoman.
She can fly now.
She was healing people, which would have been a really useful thing for Obi-Wan Kenobi to have when Qui-Gon Jinn took a lightsaber up his ass. And here's the thing. Everyone's taking a lightsaber through the chest and surviving. What, was Qui-Gon such a pussy that he couldn't make it?
Apparently so.
What's her name on was it Obi-Wan Kenobi? Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
No, wasn't it Qui-Gon Jinn?
Reva on Obi-Wan Kenobi takes a lightsaber to the chest.
Oh, yes. Tis but a flesh wound.
Oh, and then the Force becomes something that all you got to do, everyone has it. Like, Ryan Johnson's kid with the broom. All you got to do is work really hard. In Ahsoka, the woman with the nice ass suddenly is able to use the Force. Showing no Force powers beforehand and like working really hard to try to get Force and powers.
Sentences are good. Sentences have a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Sorry about the language there, folks, but she did have a nice ass.
Oh.
I don't even remember her name.
Oh, I should remember, but I just forget.
But doing Star Wars should have been so incredibly easy because the audience would have accepted nearly anything because they were so hungry.
But they didn't accept what they got.
Right. We were dying of thirst in the Star Wars desert. And we would take the brackish quality water you threw at us happily. And we did. And you just kept on urinating in that water and adding fecal matter and just making it worse and worse and worse to the point where we just couldn't stomach it anymore. We just threw it up and we're not drinking your Star Wars water anymore. How's that for a metaphor? So will this $1.99 a month lower or raise revenue for
good
Disney?
Question.
Because we had that a couple weeks ago, that accounting thing that Disney put out about how many subscribers they had on Disney Plus and how much they made on Disney Plus. Not this was gross, not net. So it wasn't profit. It was just how much they made without paying attention to how much they spent. And we did the math, and they were getting around $5 per subscription. Where it costs them, well, where it generally, back at that time, I think it was around $14 to get Disney Plus. But now, if they're only making $5 per subscriber, what will the $1.99 a month do to that number?
Let's see. What will it do?
I could fix Disney in a year, maybe 2 years.
Bulldoze the whole thing and start from scratch?
I'd fire a lot of people, just like they're going to have to do at Ubisoft.
Yeah.
But get rid of Disney Plus. And become the arsenal of the streaming wars. License everything you got out there. But even that really won't help you out that much because I can pirate everything you see here on this Disney thing. That's the reason why they want you to subscribe. And I won't. Not because I'm against pirating, but I see the thing. It's like, oh, hey, they got the Avengers Age of Ultron. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'd rather watch Heels versus Babyface play a video game. What's this? They got the new Star Wars. It's Andor, though. Yeah, I heard that's good. You know, I really don't care. Yeah, no, I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, but I can find a brighter blue possibly. Or darker blue.
It is very hard to keep a point on these Blackwing pencils because the lead is so soft. You just got to have a light touch.
Oh, that has you written all over it. Just a light touch.
Well, it's good that you've woken up, Chief Colorist.
I know, I could really use some caffeine though.
Okay, Bo's wearing his normal shirt. I probably should put him in a black shirt here because a black dot would look good. We got to show rain outside the window.
You got rain.
How is this looking on the?
It's okay.
Yeah, I wonder if I should reframe closer. Because otherwise we're looking at Agatha here, and there's Taylor Swift, and what is Wizards? Yeah, no idea what that is, and that's the X-Men '94 that Bo DeMayo got fired from, and Inside Out 2, which I said this was going to be a big flop. Apparently they got rid of all the gay people and all the gay references. And people went to see it, but it's not as good as the original one. Yet it made more money. Now you got an audience there starving for entertainment. All you got to do is give them what they want. That's not an example. I don't know what it is or what is. Let's put another point on that. Oops, that was. I hope that was a chief colorist.
That was chief colorist.
Now, we are jarring Felicia here, and I've got to refine the lines quite a bit. See, she's reaching with her left hand, she's reaching over her head to grab something on the table because her right hand has already grabbed something, which presumably she's given to Fido. I don't know if Fido got what he's got, but when I drew this, I had to draw the table first, then Bo behind the table, and then Felicia gets plopped up here, and I've got to erase everything behind her. But we still have to be able to see. There goes my point again. So we'll grabbing whatever that is. Just for simplicity's sake, I've chosen whatever they're eating here to be roughly bread shaped or Pop-Tarty shaped, or I have no idea what this square product is that they've stolen off Bo's dinner plate. So Chief Colors will have to figure that out. And in this case, this should just be the cat equivalent of the thumb, as the hand is. That's weirdly. Yeah. How would that hand work? Yeah, the thumb wouldn't come that way. Could you even sublime in that direction? No. So actually, it would be two paws here.
Your wife needs you.
Yeah, what for?
I'm stuck.
I guess you're stuck.
Chief colorist needs to be rescued.
Okay, everyone. Talk amongst yourself. The topic. Would you pay $1.99 a month for Disney Plus? Hey, what you up to? What do you need?
Jelly trying to get a little pick me up, and I got a little
Jello.
Jello.
All right. So, has anyone decided that they would pay $1.99 a month for Disney Plus?
Has everyone decided that they won't pay $1.99 a month? For how
Now-
long?
Oh, I don't know. Now, here's a bigger question. How much would Disney have to pay you to watch Disney Plus? How much is your time worth? Would you, for minimum wage, watch Disney Plus? Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would.
yeah. Minimum wage.
Mm-hmm.
Pay me. How much is minimum wage? $13 an hour.
I think it might be 15 now. Yeah.
So Disney, you pay me $15 an hour. I'll watch Disney Plus. Now, do you have a problem with your service now? Do you believe you have a problem with your service now?
They don't get it, and they won't get it. And it's unfortunate because
I'm still shocked by this whole article. Where is it? This mess. I'm still shocked by the whole Hollywood Reporter article where they're just guessing. Oh, do you think maybe perhaps Disney is doing Star Wars wrong? Welcome to the party, pal.
no, I've been late to a party before, but never that late.
I mean, I think we've been telling Disney they've been doing Star Wars wrong since the
second movie.
Rogue One.
Oh, Rogue One.
Yeah, I'll say Rogue One. Was that Gareth Edwards who tried to do that one?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
He wanted to do like a gritty war movie, and the whole idea of the walkers going through the jungle near the water was a good image. And back, you could see when they put out the preview, that Bint was running down that platform, and a TIE fighter rises up in front of her. And well, that scene never appeared in the film. And they had a lot of these long, dramatic zoom-ins of these characters just staring off majestically into distance, and none of that was ever in the film. And all that crap was just filmed for the preview.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And they rewrote it 6 or 7 times. Which how many times have they rewritten Captain America: Brave New World? Wasn't it New World Order at one point? Yeah, I think this thing's been rewritten 3 or 4 times.
I'm surprised it was ever New World Order though. That's just no.
Yeah, they scrapbook. They'll film a bunch of crap, and probably not use half of it, but with hopes of Feige's big thing is he hoses down the runway to bring in the plane of the film for a crash landing. But Mackie was actually complaining during the filming of this thing, saying, "Please give me a script."
Please, I beg of you.
You feel so bad for Mackie because they've set this guy up to fail. I mean, he's in a world.
Bad.
He's not bad. He's a good guy, but
Yeah.
he's in a world of super soldiers, and he's the only one without the super soldier serum. And he's supposed to be Captain America. Everybody else is a super soldier. Except him. Here we go. Well, we have Wanda. She's dead, so actually she can't be in this one. I think this is Ant-Man back here. He's not a super soldier. Okay, so that's not one. Shang-Chi. He's not a super soldier. Okay. That's a super soldier, I think, back there. Doctor Strange. Oh, he's a magician. She-Hulk. We're going to call her a super soldier because she's hulked out. Thor. Well, he's Superman. He's a legitimate superhero. I think this is the guy from the Black Panther. What the hell is he doing in this lineup?
He's the new one.
What?
He's the new Black Panther.
No, he's not.
That's
Sherry.
it.
Sherry is the new Black Panther. They gender swapped it.
Oh,
Spider-Man, he's a superhero. Oh, that's Ant-Man. Wait a minute. If that's Ant-Man, who the fuck is this?
Who the
And-
fuck is which one?
And she's the super soldier. If this is Ant-Man, who the fuck is this on the left?
Isn't that like Echo?
I don't know.
I know.
Oh, you're trying so hard to Andor yourself, Marvel. I gotta put a point on this pencil. There you go. You know, I thought I'd get a lot more work done today than I have. Oh, there goes my point again. Than I have. Let's at
That's
least
okay. You're ahead.
let's at least get this super group of cats done.
The super group of cats. Oh.
So the group of cats that Felicia does not want to join downstairs. We got one here on the banister. Always remember the cat's tail is very important. Shorten the leg a little bit.
Yeah, I had a 4.5-month break between when the cats were first introduced, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't have a consistency. I'm just making cats.
Yeah. And this cat's sitting on the stairs. Usually, the only difference is how many flecks of hair. This 1, 2, 3, 4.
No,
This
but
one
I
has
mean by
5.
the
And how many
colors and
whiskers?
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, to help you out.
Yeah, I know.
I suppose the only cats that really matter would be the main cats,
Mhm.
which would be the 3 that the crazy cat lady Catherine wears around her neck,
Right.
carries.
Right.
I suppose as long as we keep those consistent,
Mhm.
we're okay.
Oh, I tried. Don't get me wrong. I tried, but
See, there's a railing and balusters here that are sort of cutting off a lot of this cat back here. So I probably should just do these few balustrades here to so I can separate the cat behind it out. And we need to get its left foot just behind that balustrade. You're doing the perspective. I'd like to try to also get the balustrades to properly line up. See, one's shorter than the other, but they give you a continuous line up the stairs that match the railing. And we try to squeeze as many cats in here, even when they're mostly out of frame. So we got this one here that barely just see the snout of, and you got this one here that you just see the butt and the tail.
I don't know why it made me laugh. He's seeing the button tail.
I've never said how many cats live downstairs. The idea of the joke is that there are just uncountable number.
Yeah,
But we've gone as high as what, 48?
I think that's what it was, wasn't it? It might have even been. Well, no, because I think if it was 49, I would have told you to write one in.
Yeah. And another cat right here. Oh, we got so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, looks like 12. We're doing a dozen cats down here. But some people have a propensity of when you get one cat, you get more and more and more.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the custom that we're joking around with here. And this has just become a cat bashing comic strip. Speaking of which, I recommend, I don't know the YouTube channel, but someone did a version of Bohemian Rhapsody with cats.
It is. hysterical and simultaneously creepy.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy. Like, Mama, I killed a mouse. I ate all but its head and left it as a gift in your bed. Oh, Mama, you cried out no. But you can figure it out. In, out. Don't know where to go. Yeah.
You must do what I said.
But just typical Fido cat humor. I've written jokes like cats have domesticated humans for their use.
I don't think you're wrong.
All right. Let's put some ribs on this cat because it looks kind of thin. What the hell? Not all the cats are well fed. That gives you sort of a insight to the actual hellish nature that it is to be living in this cat world downstairs.
That kind of got sad.
Yeah. How many cats do we have today? Well, I don't know. We haven't done a count. A few might have escaped.
Oh.
I'll lock the doors. And we have up here Felicia and Fido. And let's change the expression on her face a little bit. She's looking down there with a bit of disgust, if not disdain. See, Felicia moved upstairs first before Catherine moved in with all her cats.
Mm-hmm.
Felicia was the pet of the landlady, Mrs. Abraham. And Catherine, the cat lady, is Mrs. Abraham's daughter, who moved in to help her mother out in her dwindling older age. But Felicia had already moved out when she saw the writing on the wall. And upstairs looked pretty good, to Fido's great dismay. Well, it's become the eternal struggle of dog versus cat.
With dog ultimately becoming a victor, I believe.
He has to. The strip's named after him.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
He has plot armor.
All right. I said it again. We need to come up with a title for this one. Let's see. We did a lot on the Red Hulk and Marvel. What they're doing wrong. Upset with media. Welcome to the party, pal. Andor effect, and what else have we spoken about? Oh, let's not forget the wonderful Steve Harvey, who's apparently pimped out his daughter.
Stepdaughter.
Stepdaughter, you're right. Not even daughter, but stepdaughter to Puffy. Heels versus baby faces in here. Hulk. What to do? Well, we might have to do a Red Hulk review. I mean, Captain America, Brave New World. It's not a Brave New World. It's something about
crappy world. No,
or something. We did quite a bit on Shattered Space here.
Okay.
So, Shattered New World.
Oh, okay.
That's definitely what Ubisoft has done. They have shattered their company, and well, I suppose Disney has shattered their company as well. The Shattered New World. Let's zoom back Irving here a bit. So rather than Brave New World, it's a
Shattered.
Shattered New World. Okay, we're an hour 15 minutes. I'd like to keep it under our hour 20. Everyone, thank you for joining us for Fido Live number 117.
Have a wonderful rest of the weekend, everybody.
Yes. We're still wondering if we're going to see Captain America Brave New World. We're definitely not going to play Shattered Space. And Disney, maybe at $15 an hour, I'll watch Disney Plus. But you know, that's a hard road to travel, because maybe if I can watch the same thing over and over again, something rather. I don't want to have to watch Agatha all along. I don't want to have to watch. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't ever want to have to watch that. I don't ever want to have to watch the Boba Fett, the book of Boba Fett, or oh my God,
The accolades.
What is the worst Disney Star Wars product out there? Would it be the Acolyte? The power of one, the power of two, the power of many. Oh my! Wow. What is the worst? What's the worst thing on Disney Plus? I guess we'll take that up next week.
Well, it looks like we have a theory, a plot.
We got a lot to do.
Next week.
We got a lot to do.
Yeah.
See you guys next week.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. And we're going to go out on Rumble first. Sorry, yeah, Rumble Studio first and stream. And now for our friends here at YouTube. Where are you? There we go. End stream. Yes, end.